Commonly, GP trainees fail their exam because they sit the exam too early. And this has been the case for the CSA and for the RCA. If you have not got enough experience of general practice and you're rushing to sit it, you might not be ready for an exam where you're going to be tested to the level of an independent GP. So the timing is very important. You need to work through how many a month you might need to be able to get to the level that you're comfortable to sit the exam. Inadequate preparation is another one where GP trainees may underestimate the exam and don't take it seriously. Poor time management is a big one. A lot of GP trainees struggle with their timing. So in the video case example on the college website, where you can see some of the SCA cases, most of them, the doctors in this consultation are struggling with their time. Some of the consultation are running beyond 15 minutes. So getting a grip on the timing is really important. The various causes why somebody might be taking too long. And it's important that you diagnose the problem and work on each of these problems that's causing your consultation to go far beyond the time of 12 minutes. Another problem is doctor-centered care. So if the consultation is doctor-centered, then you're not going to score well. And this is where the relating to others is going to be very low. A common problem that GP trainees encounter is lack of confidence. And this comes from people who might not have English as their first language. So they might struggle with the accent, or they feel like they can't communicate with confidence. So this is something that is going to take you practice, repetition, refining your consultation, and build your confidence to get to that level that you're confident, especially for an exam where stress is quite a major factor, because on the exam day, you might be nervous. So you need to tackle this problem and have strategies how to tackle this anxiety. Another problem is overconfidence. Some GP trainees might not know where they are at, and they might be overly confident, even though they are not very competent. So you don't want to be there neither. And this is where they might not be getting constructive feedback. So if they are being given general feedback that they're doing well, then they might feel like they're good and they're ready to sit the exam, when actually the case is they might be consulting below the level that's required. Another problem is struggling to take a targeted history. So some GP trainees might struggle because they don't have a good structure. Insensitivity and not being able to empathize naturally is another issue. Sometimes GP trainees have got stuck phrases that they use, but they don't sound empathic, and you can't really fake it. If you don't mean what you're saying, and if you're not congruent, then the examiner can tell, the simulator can also pick that up. Another problem is listening. Listening is a very overlooked skill in communication skill. Most people feel like their communication skill is good, they're listening well, but actually listening is something very difficult, because sometimes people listen not to actively listen, understand, but so that they can speak next. They're listening at the same time they're thinking about what to say next, what question to ask. And then they forget things, they don't pick up things, and then they don't respond to cues.